Hi folks, welcome back to Cooking with the Divinos. Tonight I thought we'd make a simple pasta dish with simple tomato sauce. Great for the summer, it's very light, not heavy, and it's cool enough to eat while the summertime is here. So just a few ingredients. We're going to use penne rigati again tonight. We're using San Marzano tomatoes. Now I like to use the San Marzano tomatoes. They're sweeter than regular tomatoes. There are different brands. This is one brand that we have. You can get them all over. And they come from a region in Italy, a villa called San Marzano. Now, believe it or not, these are not Italian tomatoes. Originally, they were a gift from the city, the Kingdom of Peru in the late 1700s. And they were sent to the King of Naples. And they started to grow these. They are plum tomatoes, but they're totally different from Roma tomatoes or any other type of plum tomato you can get. They have less seeds. And they're very, as I say, they're much sweeter, so they're nicer to use. We're going to have some basil. We're going to be using some white wine. I'm going to add a little tomato paste and our onion. This is about a medium onion. And I like to use Vidalia onions because they also are sweeter than regular onions. And they don't cause as much tearing problem as regular onions. That's due to the onions absorb sulfur from the ground when they're grown. And it mixes with the enzymes that are in the onion, and when you cut it, the enzymes are released from the cells in the onion and it mixes with the sulfur, and it forms a very volatile gas that goes right up to your eyes and burns the heck out of your eyes. So they say you can freeze these onions ahead of time, and it slows down the process of the gases, but we don't have time to do that. So I'm gonna slice this onion, and the fewer chops, the better. And I think the more chops you do, the more gas comes out. So let's just chop this onion. Let's see if we can do this without too many tears. Well, that was kind of messy, wasn't it? But that's okay. Okay, so the onion is done. I didn't get any tears yet. I'm good. Quick. Okay, I'm good. Not a single tear. All right, so we're going to bring this all over to our stove. And I'm going to put it right over here. In the pan, and I have a saute pan here in which I have 4 tablespoons of butter. That's another thing about this recipe. There's no olive oil involved. Just we're going to use 4 tablespoons of butter, which gives it a more creamy flavor. So I'm going to add these onions to the saute pan, and we're going to saute these for about, maybe 10 minutes or so. So let's get these in here. Every last one. You're going to stir these around, and this, as I said, this should take about 10 minutes or so. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. See you then. Hi, we're back. Our onions have been sauteing for about 10 minutes. So they look nice and golden brown and translucent. So now we're going to add our tomatoes to this. Everything out of there. We're going to add our tomato paste. And we're going to just stir this a little bit. Get that all incorporated. And we'll probably simmer this now for about, I would say maybe 35-40 minutes. So, but just on a low simmer. We don't need it to boil away. So let's stir this up a little bit. No need to cover it. You can leave it open. All right, that looks great. And there we go. So we're gonna, as I said, we're gonna simmer this for about 40 minutes. With about 9 minutes to go left in the process, we're gonna come back and we're gonna add our seasonings to it. and that'll go for another 10 minutes or so, and then we're ready to go. So we'll see you when we come back. Well, we're back, and we're ready to add our seasonings to our sauce here. It's been going for about, I would say 20 minutes or so. So we're going to add some salt. A little fresh ground black pepper. Need that. Our white wine, of course. That's a 3/4 cup of white wine. And our basil, which is freshly from our garden. So we'll add that in there. Now I forgot to mention about the tomatoes. When we had the tomatoes, we bought them, they were whole plum tomatoes, San Marzano tomatoes. You can put them in there whole and squeeze them and all, but what I did, I put them in the blender for about just 2 pulses. Because the more you pulse it, the more air you're going to get in there, and the pinker the sauce is going to be. I don't like the pink sauce too much. So I just pulsed them in the blender for twice, 2 pulses. All right, so this is in here. We're going to saute this again, or cook this again for about another 9 minutes while we put our pasta in our pot. And when we come back, we'll have everything combined. See you later. Okay, we're back. Our sauce has been going for about 40 minutes total. We added our spices, we have everything in here, our seasonings. Our pasta's been cooked, been drained, al dente of course. We're going to add a little bit of sauce to our pasta. We don't need it all in there. We have a pound of pasta, so that's going to be plenty. So now we're going to just, this is over here, a little bit of heat. We're going to cook it a little bit further. Stir that around a little bit. Get that sauce incorporated into the pasta. Remember, never put oil in your water when you're boiling pasta because nothing will stick. So just water and pasta. All right, I think that's good. I'm going to shut that off. And we're going to plate a little bit of pasta. There we go. We'll come over here, we'll bring it here. And there you go. Plain tomato sauce. Plain tomato sauce for the summer. Light, not heavy, and very good. We're going to put a little cheese on here now. Of course, we have to use Parmigiano Reggiano. We like to get fresh grated. You can buy it already grated, but make sure you read the label on the package. Make sure there's no cellulose in there, because they add a lot of cellulose as a filler, which is wood fiber, which we don't need. So we'd like to get it. And a little fresh pepper, of course. And we're all set. And let's see if this is any good. We're going to try some. Delicious. That's really good. Just al dente, which is the way you want it. So, until next time, salute, buon appetito, e tutti a mangiare.